Hi loves, this is Dina. Welcome to my channel, This Mama Loves Disney. I wanted to come on and share this card that I made for my sister-in-law who lives in Hawaii. I thought, the mermaid theme would just be perfect for her. I wanted to show you some of the items that I used to make this particular card. Of course, I used foam. I popped it up on foam. I did not have an oval die cut to like a regular oval die cut. I don't have a set of nesting die cuts, so I ended up kind of MacGyvering it, I guess you would say. But it's a shaker, and so I used this particular die from AliExpress, okay? And I do realize I put it upside down, but it's okay. I cut off the seahorse down at the bottom, at the top. So yeah, and the reason why I did that is because of the way that I had cut the foam. I had to do it that way just so I could cover it. Okay, so what I ended up doing is I cut this piece just exactly like this, okay? And so then I ended up cutting a piece of the foam, and then I went ahead, and when I did the foam, I just went around the edges of this and cut the outer edge to use for the foam. The foam is white, so you could actually see through it. So what I ended up doing is I did two. I did it in foam, and then I did it in this gold. And then I do have this one nesting die, but it kept showing through. So like I said, I had to do it in the gold again to back it because these little pieces popped out. So I wasn't able to hide the foam completely. Okay, and this die right here, this mermaid, this seahorse, and this clam, this was a set that was a Sizzix set, okay? So that's the mermaid, that's the clam, and that happens to be the seahorse. These were from last year. Oh, and I just want to point out, when you have little small pieces, I mean, this is not packaged right. I think I need a little, I'm going to get a little small baggie, and I know I have someplace around here, but and then just put a magnet on it so that when I'm pulling this in and out, I don't lose these little itty bitty tiny pieces. I have a lot of tiny pieces that came from a lot of my dies, so that's just a quick tip. Okay, really quick, I want to point this out. They had stickers at Hobby Lobby. I had made some party hats, and I had taken some pictures of these particular little cute little shells, and so I ended up making some. I had these already in my stash. I believe I got these ones from Cartwright. And so I already had some of these little seashells in my stash, and then I also had these little flat back pearls that were actually little stickers that I ended up hauling from one of my dollar stores last year. Okay, then on the very bottom, I have some sand that I collect all the time. Every time we, not every time, but a lot of times when we go to different beaches, I always collect some sand, and I always put them in a little jar, and then I label it, and then I put all the little treasures that I've found on the seashore. And so I added some sand. The sand happens to be Texas sand. I know I should have did Hawaiian sand, but the only sand I have is Maui sand, and we all know that Maui sand was transported in there because Maui is all volcanic. So there's just predominantly mostly rocks. And all the sand there was all transported in, and I only had black, and I had this brown, and I thought that these little seashells would, hide inside of it and you wouldn't be able to see it. So these seashells are actually from the big island, Oahu. That's where my sister-in-law lives. So she ended up bringing me all these little goodies last time she was here. So I thought that would be nice to use them. When you're cutting out your dies, I ended up putting the thin paper. This is Hobby Lobby paper, and this, I believe, was Hobby Lobby also. If you put it on the 110 cardstock and, put this on top of it and cut it, these pieces will most likely stay. So you can just either glue them to the back or tape them to the back so that they don't come out. And then also this little gem right here was some stuff that I had hauled last year from, I think it was Amazon. And then these are just little gems that I always pick up at my little dollar store here, my local dollar store. So that is, oh, and then also I use some of these little pearls, or not pearls, I'm sorry. They remind me of little water bubbles. So I went ahead and used these. These are from Joann's. They're usually $2.50, and I'm pretty sure I used a coupon. But I just went around the edge of it just to hide all the foam so you wouldn't be able to see the foam. And then I added in my shaker, I have some more of these little shells that I ended up adding in there, and I just kind of coordinated some of the colors. And then on the inside, these were paper pads, I believe from Michael's. I can't tell you what the names of them are. I didn't bring them with me, I'm sorry. But I did get this Sending Mermaid Kisses and Starfish Wishes. This was one of the stamps that was from AliExpress on, you know, one of those little sheets full of mermaids. This was one that I just hauled from Tuesday Morning. It says, "May your birthday be filled with sparkle." And now it's not stamped perfect because I was going to use my Tim Holtz platform, but I had put these little dots, these little gemmy dots on here before because I saw all the little, there was little bubbles back here and I just covered them. But it wouldn't lay flat, so I had to do it, you know, just myself. So, you know, I didn't catch all the corners, so it kind of looks a little goofy, but I'm sure she won't mind. And then this was, I want to say it was an AliExpress die, and I cut half of it off because I wanted to make sure it all fit on here. And I just used the foil paper. And in the back, Misty, hey Misty, I used Misty's idea and I went ahead and embossed my little handmade, or it says handmade in Texas stamp. So I was like really super excited to use that. So that is my card share. And also I ended up making her one of these little shakers with the cupcake, and the die cut that I used, let me get it real quick, was an Anna Griffin die cut, this big huge cupcake. So that's what I ended up using, and there are more pieces that went with this set. I didn't bring it with me, but this is the another balloon that came from that particular set. So yeah, so I just put it up on foam. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna go ahead and line it. I may line it, I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, I thought that was really super, super cute. So I thought I would just add that on one of her little, you know, prizes, or make it a magnet. I'm not sure. So I want to say thank you so much for watching, and I have a Tuesday morning haul, and I also have another project share that I'd like to share with y'all. So I want to say one more time, thank you so much for watching. And oh, and I wanted to ask a question. I just want you to, if you guys are Disney fans, please put it in the comments below and let me know if you're a Disney fan and what your favorite Disney movie is. And also, if you could let me know what your favorite Disney villain is. Okay, thank you again so much for watching. I love all y'all and I appreciate all y'all. And I will see you on the next video. Okay, bye.